Well, the old Buick, I thought with all this mild weather we've been having, I thought I'd be able to take it out on the road, so I did. Um, and I managed to get out of the driveway, drove half a mile up the road, and the car quit on me again. Popped the air breather off, the top plate of the air breather, pumped the accelerator, and there wasn't an ounce of fuel shooting into the car. Fuel pump is done. So what's more than likely happened is fuel pumps are spring loaded. Most likely what happened is the spring is either let go. The fuel pump runs off the camshaft. The camshaft turns, right, when the engine is running, and there is a lifter, and it operates the fuel pump. It makes the fuel pump push the pump rod go up and down, and produces fuel to the engine, right? Very simple mechanical device. Well, more than likely what's happened is that the fuel pump itself, the little pump rod, it's spring loaded, and what has most likely happened is that it broke, and it's not doing anything, it's just sitting there. So, or either that, there's a ruptured diaphragm inside the pump. What happened here, what took place is I got the car running, but I was feeding it the bottle, meaning I had a little bottle of fuel, and I was constantly dumping it into the float chamber of the carburetor. After I got it pumping, it was idling in the driveway. I had it running for about 5 minutes, but I noticed that there was a serious miss. I thought to myself, okay, maybe definitely plug wires, and maybe a new distributor cap will fix this, cap and rotor. But, like I say, got her half a mile up the road, the car quit. The fuel pump is definitely a cause here. So, a little update on the Buick. You know, it never went far. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if I only put quarter a mile. It's unfortunate, but a fuel pump for these vehicles are only about 25 bucks. So we'll get that swapped and change that up. It's roughly a half-hour job. 305s were a lot easier to change. This one here is going to be a little more difficult because I have the air conditioner compressor right in my way, along with the air pump. You can kind of see it's a way down there. Not sure if anybody can see it or not. It's behind the air pump. In a way, I'm kind of glad this happened because the car isn't insured, and I shouldn't have been driving it. So yeah, a little update vid for all you guys. I got 2 emails this weekend about what was going on with the old Buick. Well, here you go. We got a Buick here that is dead right now. Nothing major. You know, my main intent was to take it out of the garage and wash it, because you know, after the winter time, you know, it's got dusty. You know, a lot of dust all over it. So you know, take a look at the odometer here. 58,256.8 on the odometer currently. So here's a little tidbit for all you guys that have a carbureted vehicle. If for whatever reason your car quits while you're driving, here's a way that you can find out if it's the fuel pump or not. Take the air breather assembly, the air cover off, okay, and manually turn your choke on. Then go over to the car and see if the car will start. If it starts, your fuel pump is shot. If it doesn't start, it's going to be something else. Another thing to do is, if your fuel pump is done, flip the throttle a few times, see if there's fuel spraying into the carburetor. If not, well, then you got a problem. I've noticed too that after a while, a bad fuel filter will even have this effect. The fuel pump just can't pump anything to the carburetor because the fuel filter is so badly gummed up. I change the fuel filter in this every year, so I know the fuel pump is, or the fuel filter isn't to blame here today, but the fuel pump definitely is. So that's about that for the two gentlemen that emailed me about this car. I have a new fuel pump ordered from Rock Auto. It'll be coming here shortly, soon enough, so probably by the end of the week. And get some plates on this car again and take her out for a drive. Last year I have noticed that the car really lacked power. Um, I thought to myself that the car just needed a good tune-up. Like I say, the car only has 58,000 original kilometers. It's like 33,000 miles. That's it. This car literally spent its life sitting in a garage, and now it's spending a majority of its time sitting in my garage. I've owned this thing since 2009. You know, like, it does a lot of sitting, especially during the winter months. There are times where I will not start this car. I like to start it once a month to keep the oil pumping. You know, it's good to have the oil pumping and, you know, put it in gear, make the transmission sort of, you know, back it out of the garage and into the driveway again, get the gears rotating and all that. Keep the brake rotors from rusting and all that jazz. So, but yeah, that's an update on the old Buick here, lads. She'll hit the road again.